off the break. Damage control straight up laning these boys.
You're about to retire anyway, right?
You're my gift, Ian.
Yeah, everybody really appreciates it.
Oh, wow.
Richie goes to Dorito 3 and gets burned.
3 bodies off the
4 bodies off the break. Damage control straight up laning these boys.
God. Wow.
All right, we'll just focus in on the final player here for Chokehold.
See, and that's all she wrote. That was a quick one.
Before I could even stand up, there was already 2 players eliminated for Chokehold. My goodness gracious. And, you know, somewhere Dylan's out there maybe watching this. Damage control absolutely balled out last tournament in the prelims, and then didn't really capitalize in the semis. Right now, damage control is just...
They found their groove.
I don't even know what just happened. I mean, I think they literally burned 4 players and then shot the 5th guy within 10 seconds.
That's the thing about paintball. It's like if you shoot them before they shoot you, like you win.
Look at Gar. Gar's right. This is where he said at practice. This is where you just say, "Run it again." You turned around.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Spin them.
We're playing these guys again right now.
1 minute.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Rude Boys, you guys are home. Welcome to Revolution. You're away. OG Chokehold and Damage Control.
Gar, thanks for interacting during all of this. You've been a lot of fun to you know, converse with back and forth.
Made this day better.
Yeah, pleasure having you in here.
It's like they've kept us company all day.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, you know that we're not, you know, it's an interactive, engaged webcast where
30 seconds.
You know, we're monitoring the chat the whole time.
Kenny greater than Maddie. Yeah, I agree. He's a way better ginger.
Yeah, Matty Marshall does have red hair too, that's right.
Used to. Used to.
Matty's got a couple years on me, but yeah. But Matty Marshall, he's, anybody who's saying who's Matty, he's the guy that, he's the lead broadcaster, if you will, for the NXL, which is the national tournament series on the webcast. And he's a guy that I grew up watching play paintball, and he was, I mean, I'm sure you too, that you just like, you know, someone you idolized.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, when I was playing in the NXL, to have Matty Marshall commentating on games that I was playing in, that was really cool. But
we're just like working up through the ranks and being a divisional team. You make it to the finals. You finally get to play on the pro field. Get the commentators, and it's just like adds a whole nother element.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, here we go.
Legitimizes everything.
Yeah.
Well, Gar, in that case, then
20 seconds.
It's nice to talk to you again. I'm sure we crossed paths while you were here. Yeah, Storm124, get that surgery.
Yep.
Get rid of that old man emoji.
Hopefully it's nothing too
It's a
bad.
crying
10
emoji.
seconds.
Crying emoji, sorry. Got weird emoji.
We'll try to get you the dates for 2021. They might not have posted that yet, but I'm sure John will be putting stuff out there soon.
Game on.
All right, Rude Boys on your left. Baltimore Revolution on your right. I'm not going to say what I always say right now because I don't want to jinx anybody. But I'll say it this way. There's no players eliminated.
Oh, wait. Kenny, did you?
No, I didn't.
Yup.
Oh my goodness
Kenny,
gracious.
jinx him again.
All right, we got a heads-up snake battle. We got Snake 1 and Snake 1 for both teams.
Rude Boys lost a body, and so does Baltimore Revolution.
Yep. So we're looking at a 4-on-4.
4-4.
But what Baltimore Revolution has to account for is the fact that they got Tyler Wen, 77, on their side of the field now. We've seen Tyler in this situation time and time again. He's going to play it methodical. But he's going to have to worry about this Baltimore Revolution player right in front of him. You can see Tyler probing on the inside, trying to see what's up. And you can see right here, Baltimore Revolution has this player in the snake can, looking over at Tyler.
and he took one from his team. Tyler took one from his team.
Tyler heard his team yell Snake 2, and really it was Snake 1. That's why Tyler threw his hands up. But Trent immediately fills into the Snake 1 to take over Tyler's position.
His turn. That's 3 bodies for Rude Boys now.
See, not a lot of action for Rude Boys on the Dorito side right now. Rude Boys have I believe it's actually a 4-on-2 in favor of Baltimore. Or no, yeah, 4-on-3 in favor of Baltimore Revolution. Rude Boys have back center, Dorito Temple, and Trent in the Snake 1. While Baltimore Revolution has Dorito 3, the center, or the Dorito Temple, the Snake Side Can, and the Snake 1. You can see that here on your screen. You can see them spread across the field. Meanwhile, you can see the spread here for Rude Boys. We'll go back to the overhead to get a overall picture. Trent talking it up to his team, letting him know what he sees.
Baltimore Revolution pushes to the Dorito 4. Oh, does he get a shot on the Snake?
He's calling a kill, but he ain't coming out yet. Yep, Trent got eliminated.
Oh, is he reaching for a pocket or wiping his butt? I don't know.
Wiping his butt.
Yeah, he's wiping
4-on-2 in favor of Baltimore Revolution. We're going to check out the side here for Rude Boys. Rude Boys player tries to fill out to the Dorito. Looks like he made it. We're going to watch Rude Boys cross it up here, back center and Dorito corner, and see if they can hold off this attack by Baltimore Revolution. Revo's got Snake 3, Dorito 4. Now the Snake side forward can, and the Dorito Temple. Baltimore Revo player, just so you can see right here, now got into Rude Boys Snake, and he eliminates the back center.
And that's it for Rude Boys.
And the Rude Boys Dorito corner player gets eliminated as well.
Alive for Baltimore Revolution.
Said, hold up. Ooh.
I hope not, Storm.
Base.
Hopefully it's just a bad bruised knee.
All right, so now we've seen Damage Control. All right, Damage Control did something today that we haven't seen, where they burned 4 guys.
Yeah.
Damage Control literally burned 4 players. Now we've seen teams get blown off the field, but not because they got all 4 of their players burned. That was absolutely amazing shooting. And then we just watched Rude Boys lose to Baltimore Revolution. So once again, Rude Boys find themselves in the hole.
Away. Baltimore Revolution, Rude Boys.
Right now, Richie's like saying to Domo, hey, please don't shoot me again. That wasn't cool, okay?
Refs here, and thankfully the rain has kind of tapered off a bit. It's back to, I would say, slightly above.
Yeah, now the biggest problem is oversliding.
Yeah, slightly above drizzle.
30 seconds.
You know, how you were diving earlier might be completely different on this turf with the paint, broken fish oil, and the rain.
20
Be careful
seconds.
not to overslide anywhere.
But now, Chokehold saying, good Lord, people, can we please get to our bunkers and survive and give ourselves a chance against Damage Control? We've gotten this
10
far.
seconds.
So let's see. Damage Control on your right, Chokehold on your left.
Game on.
This time Richie does get out to the Dorito corner safely.
Dang, but they lose their Snake insert.
5-on-4 in favor of Damage Control. We're going to check out Richie here on the Dorito side. He's in that Dorito corner.
Damage Control loses the body. And
4-on-4
to the brick.
Meanwhile, Damage Control now get into the Snake 1, as you can see. As does Chokehold. Chris is now in the Snake 1 for Chokehold. He's going to have a mirror right in front of him he better be ready to account for. Richie advances up to the Dorito 2 for Chokehold. Meanwhile, Dreadlock Killer for Chokehold is in the Dorito Temple, looking Dorito side. Damage Control has this center brick looking snake way, trying to stymie any kind of push Chris is going to put together.
Dorito 3. Now he's going to have a shot on that snake. Are they going to
Richie tries to get a shot on the snake, and he just missed the shot, it appears.
Wow. I'd be worried about getting bounced off that bunker.
Dreadlock Killer talking it up to his teammates, letting them know what he's got. 4-on-4. Damage Control really talking it up right now. You can see here Richie looking on that inside shot, trying to eliminate the Snake 3 player for Damage Control.
Both teams are communicating really well. Oh, Damage Control loses that body, running to the Dorito 4.
And I think Dreadlock Killer got a shot in on that Dorito player. Damage Control attempted to bunker out the Snake 1, not realizing there was a player in the Snake insert. So now
waiting for him.
I'm giving the favor to Chokehold right now. Chris gets into the Snake for Chokehold. Chris going back to the D side here, looking for some bunkering action.
Oh, wow.
They mutual out. But Choco still has Dreadlock Killer in the corner, and then Chris is here in the Snake 3.
Master Dorito corner.
Chris is going to have an easy shot on that Dorito 1 player. Oh, the Dorito 1 just tucked in.
And he comes back out. And it's a hopper hit. And he's gone.
Yeah, that was well played by Chokehold.
Wow. And he sends a couple extra just in case.
Chris clearing the field on the Snake side. Damo Dreadlock Killer clearing it on the Dorito side, and that's a good point for Chokehold. They needed that one for sure. So now Chokehold keeps their fight for the Paint Series or the Paint Wars Championship alive.
I heard that.
Yes.
That's a good point. Chokehold's getting the check. Ref gives him the thumbs up. That's Doyle. Checking Chris for Chokehold, making sure he's clean, and he is clean. So that series now gets tied 1-1. Chokehold with a win, and Damage Control with the win. Chokehold saying to themselves, hey guys, if we don't get 4 of us burned off the break, we can beat these guys. Meanwhile, Baltimore Revolution's coming out. Going to be going up against Rude Boys.
Baltimore Revolution, you're home. Rude Boys, your way. OG Chokehold and Damage Control. Get your things together, you guys, and back out.
They're like, damn, we gotta buy more paint.
And this is, this will be a big point.
The sheriff's still got his hat clean.
Huh?
Sheriff's still got a clean hat.
Yeah, he does.
Is Chris going to be home for dinner? Well, hey, Miss Barton, Chris made some phenomenal ribs that were absolutely delicious.
Yeah, he's been filling us up with his meat.
Ian. The rain is still slightly above drizzle. Perfectly fine for paintball. Nothing that's going to affect the vision too bad. And did Blue Boys win the first one? They lost the first one, right? They lost. I believe Rude Boys dropped the first point.
Kenny, got a question for you. What should teams do in the off season to get better?
Revolution.
Yeah, okay, so Rude Boys need to win this point in order to stay alive. And to get better, or to stay good or get better in the off season, well, from my experience, that is just playing ball still. Keeping your, self
Drills.
loose with paintball. But yeah, a lot of drills. 1-on-1 drills, 3-on-3s, situational
30
stuff.
seconds.
Perfect your individual game during the winter time if you can.
Right.
It's hard to get everybody together during the winter. That's the off season. Work on your own game.
20
What's
seconds.
your weaknesses? Focus on that.
But the main thing I would say is just continue to play.
Yeah.
Because
And Hughes got it right.
If-
Watch NRPL vids.
if you're trying to
10
get
seconds.
better at paintball, I can tell you there's other people around the country and the world also trying to get better. And
Yeah,
working.
especially
So
the
you better
Russians.
keep your work up. Rude Boys on your right, Baltimore Revolution on the left. Rude Boys going conservative to make sure they get to all their bunkers alive. It appears to have been successful thus far. You You can see right here, Rude Boys is doubling up in this snake tower again. They've done that a few times, we've seen. Meanwhile, Rude Boys fills out to the Dorito side temple.
Yeah, you know what's interesting is Tyler's shooting inside instead of the outside.
Yeah,
to make the
he's
build,
probably
so.
waiting for his teammate to tell him it's clear.
Oh, I see.
Meanwhile, Baltimore Revolution has a spread across the entire field. Tyler makes a nice little unorthodox move into the snake insert bunker. We're gonna check in here on Tyler. You can see Tyler in the snake insert. Obviously, his goal is to get back into that snake. That's where his bread and butter is and where he's most comfortable.
Ooh, the ref coming in. Oh.
Oh, no.
Major.
Oh, no. Major penalty against the Rude Boys. And just like that, it's a 5-on-2. You hate to see it.
Revolution in the back line.
Baltimore Revolution, I mean, you look at their side right now, they're just chilling across the back line.
Gets a major.
Baltimore Revo across the back lines. Meanwhile, we can see on this side, Rude Boys got Tyler in the snake insert, and they got what appears to be Trent in the snake corner. If you had 2 players alive to do it, those are 2 guys I'd like on my team, but 5-on-2.
Time is not on their side though.
Yeah, 5-on-2
These
is going to be
Revolution
extremely
players are going
difficult.
to sit back here, and I don't think all the Revolution guys know that they got a major. You still have the back center player looking D-side when there's only 2 guys left on the snake side.
Right.
They're not icing the right bunkers. I think once they get dialed in, they have 2 players looking to D-side. Just not quite dialed in. They don't really know what happened.
Okay, Baltimore Revolution decides to make one move, and they get into the snake insert bunker, but he's looking on the Dorito side.
Even the Root Boys in the dead box realize that the other team doesn't know how many bodies drop, so they're laying down to hide their bodies.
Yeah, that's
Very
smart.
smart tactic. right
Trent
there.
does advance up to the snake insert bunker. Yeah, Root Boys, we just heard yell and kill too, so they think it's a 5-on-3.
Revolution.
Yeah, sorry, Baltimore
It's all
Revo.
good. They only think there's 2 bodies in that dead box.
But eventually, Tyler and Trent are going to have to try to put something together here. And they're going to have to do something, because otherwise Baltimore Revolution has no problem with just letting this clock run out.
At some point, they gotta realize they gotta kill 3.
Right now, no one is looking at the snake for Baltimore Revolution. All right, snake hand comes back to it.
That's the only 2 players left, so
I'd wish Tyler would start to try to work into this snake.
yeah, that's like
And they have 1 minute left. I heard Trent just say it.
Revolution. Moving on.
Baltimore Revolution player playing the Dorito, trying to figure out, is there a guy on the Dorito side? Although, you know what? Actually, as I now think about it, what am I talking about? If Rude Boys can tie this game, then they live to fight on another point.
Yup.
So now all of a sudden I'm watching Baltimore Revolution saying, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, they're not gonna be happy when they watch this replay.
Now the point is not over, but
It's got to be less than 40 seconds.
I can appreciate playing conservative when it is in the semifinals and you don't want to, risk the biscuit when you're playing for $2,500 cash money.
Now it's a minute.
Trent and Tyler have to hold this down for 60 more seconds, and they give their team a chance to keep fighting. Oh, Trent just got a nice little shot in on the player in the snake insert. We're going to continue to focus on Trent here really quick, showing you the spread for Baltimore Revolution.
And they're yelling baby 28.
Do you have a player in this snake 3?
Oh,
And
Trent gets
Trent
shot.
just got eliminated. Baltimore Revolution is still calling 20 God. Tyler needs to stay alive as best he can right now. Baltimore Revolution, as you can see right here, has now gotten up into the center 50 snake. And Revo's pushing up to the Dorito 4 of Tyler's. And Rude Boys do it, and they hold it off.
Job.
Yeah, way to hold it out, Tyler is absolutely right. Trent's giving his boy daps, as he should. Tyler played that very smart.
Overtime.
Tyler played that very smart. As did Trent. Trent and Tyler definitely just gave his team still a fighting chance in this tournament. And hey, Ton Lu, if you really want to know that answer, or if you want to talk about that more, shoot me a message on Facebook or whatever. I'm Kenny Frank, and I'm happy to share messages with you if you want to develop a program or whatever. But if you're just loosely asking, my loose answer is just make sure you keep playing, whether it's by yourself, drills, 5-on-5, 3-on-3. Just make sure you keep playing. Yeah, that was amazing by Tyler and Trent. Heads up paintball. There's a little deliberation right now. Yeah, being smaller definitely has advantages in this sport. Right now there's some deliberation going on between Chokehold and damage control over who gets what side, as this is the third and final point for this series in the semis. Looks like Chokehold's going to be getting the right side and damage control on the left. Yeah, hit me up, Tomlin. Finals.
1 minute.
Damage control, Code, OG away. Rude Boys and Revolution. You guys are right back up.
True, we're doing an X-Ball League next year.
I hope so.
That's a question for John Atkins. Hit him up on Facebook, or shoot in our email, or call, or just simply call him and ask him. I think that would be a phenomenal idea, but definitely got the resources and the land to do it. It's just a question of, is it something that he can get enough traction on? Does it make sense?
30 seconds.
But we're gonna have Chokehold on the right. We're gonna
20
have
seconds.
damage control on the left. And this is it. Who's playing for first and second?
10 seconds. Game on.
Damage control has the center tower, both center towers, snake side corner, snake side can. Ref coming in to check. Meanwhile, Chokehold as we can.
Minor on damage.
Minor
control.
for damage control.
And they pull both towers. At least they didn't pull that wide guy.
Right, now we can see damage control has 3 bodies alive. Meanwhile, Chokehold has all bodies spread across the back.
His pistols. And he goes back to get him.
You see the Chokehold player here in the snake rolling it down the wire.
Oh man.
Damage control player eliminates the Chokehold snake player, taking a little bit big of a bite. All right, as you can see right now, Chris here for Chokehold getting into the snake. And he has to deal with right here, this snake player shooting down the wire for damage control. Meanwhile, checking out the D side, damage control has a player in the Dorito 3. Chokehold also has a player in the Dorito 3, and this is now
Chokehold lost another one.
I believe this is now a 3-on-3. You wouldn't have it any other way. We got down the Dorito action. We got right here down the snake action. Chokehold fills up to the center brick. Chokehold going for the kill. Chokehold gets the kill. We're going to check out the D side. He does get eliminated, but took out that
just
threat.
Counter off of that, and Chokehold comes up.
And then Chris down the wire smokes the damage player. And Chokehold is gonna get the win, assuming both their players are clean to hang the flag.
Yep, this is smart.
And
You're clean.
you gotta give it to the Chokehold player running down the field in the 3-on-3 and bunkering out
Yeah, you saw him move and just
the Dorito
Took it.
player for
Perfect.
damage control. And that Dorito player for damage control has been putting in work, so he eliminated a serious threat for them. And ultimately helped his team move on to the finals at Paint Wars NRPL Series tournament.
we have a gun check.
We're gonna zoom in on that. We got a gum check going on right now.
And we're good.
And it's good.
Gun check. Gun check.
That was from Paris. Gun check.
Gun check.
Wow. What a move by the Chokehold player coming down the center. Not wasting any time, not hesitating, and eliminating the threat against his team.
It's all a matter of not making mistakes now. And when you make a mistake like getting a minor, that's, you know.
Yeah,
just
that
get out.
definitely hurt
Get a paint check.
Damage Control's efforts. But shout out to Damage Control for playing very well this tournament. They definitely had one of the highlights, burning 4 people off the break.
Yeah.
Damage Control is a team that's been around for a while. I've watched them compete in multiple tournaments, so it's cool to see them still out here doing their thing. Obviously, they would have wanted a different result, but you know, kudos to them for pushing up to the top 4. We'll see them play again in the next round for 3rd and 4th. They're still going to be playing for some moolah. All right, it ain't all for nothing. To go over the prize package again, first of all, shout out to you got a question from Storm. Tell me I got to show up to ref. One-on-ones, Grar.
8 o'clock,
One-on-ones. So really quick, thank you to our sponsors, HK Army. Thank you to Virtue. Thank you to Maxt. Thank you to NR Paintball for hosting the tournament. And you say to yourself, why are we here? Well, first place prize, $2,500 cash money, $1,500 HK Army gift certificate, trophies, medals, and a banner. But most importantly, bragging rights. That's what's going on for first place. If you hear some commotion in the back, that's Damage Control. They're upset with themselves right now. They got a minor in the final point of the final tournament. So you're going to have some internal heated discussions as to what occurred. But as they deliberate amongst themselves, second place will be receiving a $1,000 HK Army gift certificate. You can definitely get some cool swag through HK Army. They offer the full spectrum of paintball products, along with either 5 Virtue Spire loaders or 5 Virtue Bio masks. And also second place medals and banner. The third place team will be getting a $500 HK Army gift certificate and the leftovers of the masks or the loader, whatever second place doesn't select, along with medals and a banner. These banners are also being provided by Maxt, the same company that provides these super sweet ref jerseys that we have. Breathable, pretty colors, nice designs. These jerseys are sweet. And then on top of that, the season prize is $1,000 cash. Now, based on what we've been reading here in the chat, Rude Boys got that locked up.
Yep.
So Rude Boys are playing for, let's just call it what it is, $3,500 cash, plus a $1,500 HK Army. Now, Ian, we're not good at math because that's way above 10, but I'm pretty sure that puts them at $5,000.
Yeah. Think that checks out?
Nope, that doesn't. That's $4,000. Well, no,
What are you
yeah,
talking about?
$5,000
It
plus
is
the season prize.
$5,000.
Sorry,
What are you
I was forgetting about the season prize for Rude Boys.
Too many zeros.
Looking at my math. So Rude Boys are playing paintball for $5,000 right now. That's what they're going for.
Wow. Not to mention the spot. Not to mention.
Yeah, the masks. Or no, they don't get the masks, but they get the HK Army gift certificate. Yeah, for D4 event, these are serious prizes. I mean, literally, Rude Boys are playing for $5,000, with 3,500 of it being cash money. And Rick Songs, that is something we were talking about earlier today. Our goal is to have on-field GoPros Yeah, or having it on the refs, whatever it may be, but definitely have on-field GoPro streaming.
Yeah, that would be cool. You like
30
switch it
seconds.
to
So where we can
sheriff's
tap into the player's camera or to the
body cams
GoPro.
like cops.
And the other thing we want to start doing is maybe if we can, getting someone to actually do official interviews
20 seconds.
right after points while the emotions are still high. Get some good, player feedback right after they come off the field. So these are all things we're going to be working on for sure.
10 seconds.
Going to the 2 box. All right, well, this is absolutely huge. Rude Boys on the right, Baltimore Revolution on the left.
Game on.
Post-major interviews, definitely. Rude Boys get to the Dorito 3. Tyler went for the snake off the break. And he made it. Woo, that was close. So we're going to take a quick look here. You can see for Rude Boys, they have Dorito 3, Snake 1, and then the back 3 bunkers. Meanwhile, you can see for Baltimore Revolution, they have a player walking off the field. So now it's a 5-on-4 in favor of Rude Boys. Baltimore Revo's got all 4 back bunkers, including the Dorito 1, which we'll take a quick look at right there. Now we're going to focus in on Tyler here in the Snake 3. Meanwhile, Trent's here in the Snake Insert bunker, backing up Tyler like he's been doing all tournament long.
I'm with you, Garrett. I want the sheriff mic'd up too.
And then that looks like, if I'm not mistaken, we got Chase up in the center 50 for Rude Boys on the Dorito side. Baltimore Revolution player looking for a check.
He was killed. Looks like he's checking himself. He's not really concerned about his check.
And Baltimore Revolution player does get eliminated. So now they got to deal with a 5-on-3 with Tyler and their Snake, Chase and their 50 Dorito.
Oh, wow. Killed it. No, it doesn't kill the center player.
You can see this is a precarious position right now for Baltimore Revolution. They have these 3 players across the back line.
Watch, he's got the whole back of the temple.
You see that player get stitched up in his back? That's because Tyler's right there in his Snake putting in work. You can see now 2 players remaining.
Did you forget about the Dorito player?
Tyler just blew that guy's face off.
Yeah, but he thinks he forgot all about the Dorito player.
Yeah, then he
There
put
we
that
go.
work in. Tyler just had himself a 3 or 4 pack. And ladies and gentlemen, there's few things in life that are
Nice.
as exciting as a 1-on-1 in the paintball tournament.
Yes.
And this isn't a 1-on-1 in the prelims. This is the 1-on-1. And Rude Boys are playing. Whoever plays this 1-on-1 is playing for $5 grand to get his team to the chance to win $5
Oh,
grand.
wow. Yeah, I would not want to be that one.
Right.
Point approved.
Now some people, they want to be that player. And I don't know who Rude Boys is going to put out there.
Yeah, who do you think?
Trent to Tyler. Yeah, I agree. Also, maybe Ragsdale.
Yeah.
Maybe Ragsdale. Although we watched Ragsdale do a 1-on-1 before and he actually had lost, but I mean, he still played it well, so I don't know. This is going to be interesting. This is why we play the game. Yeah, 1-on-1s, baby. Sebastian saying Trent. I don't disagree with putting Trent out there. Trent's a solid player. We had Trent. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Ragsdale. Yep, Tom Cook on Murder Inc. ran him down. That was crazy.
Let's do it!
Storm, I can't say that. John Atkins, we're going to 1-on-1s, right? Owner operator confirms 1-on-1s.
Yep.
All right, if you haven't told anybody to tune in yet, tell them to tune in right now. This is coming down to the 1-on-1s. And tell them, what's a 1-on-1? Well, it's where one team's best player goes out against the other team's best player, and whoever wins moves on. And in the case of Rude Boys, it's just a $5,000 1-on-1. Ain't no big
deal.
thing. Ain't no big
deal.
thing.
If it goes to time.
So if the 1-on-1 times out, because there's a time limit involved, it's not limitless in time. If that times out, then they'll say, okay, put up your next best 2, and then they'll move on to 2 other players playing the 1-on-1. So this is,
It can't be the same player? It
nope.
has to be a different player?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
This is high stress, high intensity.
This thing's sitting here for hours.
Man.
If somebody cries about it, call me and I'll tell Dan.
So who are we going with?
We don't know yet.
So it looks like Rude Boys has Trent out there. Looks like Trent's ready to roll. So the question is, who's Baltimore Revolution going to be putting out there?
Not sure. Yeah, no pressure at all, Mumford.
Yeah, so Trent's coming out. See over here, Trent's coming out. His homie Chase is coming out there with him. Probably just in his ear. Nice and, hey man, you're the best player on the earth.
Hey man,
right
don't
now.
mess this up.
No, he's saying, you're the best player on the earth. Don't mess this up.
Dude, $5 grand. $5 grand, dude.
He's saying, Trent, you play paintball every weekend. You practice one-on-ones. This is why you practice, for these situations right
You
here.
got this, man.
All right, so they're saying for Baltimore Revolution, it's going to be the tan, whoever's got the tan EVS goggles.
Oh, Sharky.
He's not out there yet.
Hey, make sure Rude Boys knows that. Right, you have more than one guy over here. Tell them to get their second one ready.
Yep, and Cultra calling out Trent, saying he's had a good tournament. I totally agree. Trent's been backing up his snake killer Tyler this whole event. And that's the thing, you know, every team, you know, you have your front attackers that are getting all the glory, getting all the glamour. But typically, when you have your attacker, they're being supported by a back player who maybe doesn't get all the kills, but allows their front player to do work.
Yup.
We shall see. And don't forget, this one-on-one is not to win the tournament. This one-on-one is to advance to first and second place. And whoever wins this game is going to be going up against Chokehold, right? Chokehold beat Damage Control.
Yep.
Because Damage Control got the minor.
Yep.
How about Chokehold coming out, getting themselves in first and second? Good for Chokehold. It's been a lot of good paintball today, man. A lot of good paintball to watch.
Got that right.
It's been a pleasure doing it with you, my friend.
Thanks for having me.
It's been a pleasure doing it with you. We're not quite at the finish line yet, but I can smell it, I can see it, I can taste it.
Close.
We're right there. And I like Rude Boys are over here chatting it up with the refs. You know, you want to stay on the refs' good side. You know?
Yeah.
Hey man, you guys have been doing a great job today. I know it's tough for you guys. I think you made a really good call that one play. I mean, that's the stuff I do.
I really like seeing a yellow flag on the other side of the
that's
field.
what
That was
I do.
cool.
I mean, you let the refs know you appreciate them.
Yeah, you never get anywhere if you yell at the refs.
No, that's
I
the,
try to tell my guys that all the
that is the
time.
last thing you want to do. Yeah, I'm with you, Mumford. I mean, Chokehold, we see them compete, but kudos to Chokehold. And right now, just teams are getting ready for the one-on-ones, getting their players geared up, cleaned off. Head ref saying, let's get ready to roll. Yep, tan EVS goggles. You guys called it on that one.
Sharky.
We're going to go 2-box. So tan EVS, it looks like. I guess that's Sharky. If someone can confirm that, let me get a little bit of a closer view.
30
And
seconds.
That's Sharky. All right.
Hence.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. We got a one-on-one.
This is huge.
We got Trent representing
20
Rude Boys on
seconds.
the left side. We got Sharky representing Baltimore Revolution on the right. And Ian, I think it's best for this if we just keep this in the 2-box
10
mode,
seconds.
unless they start getting
Too,
really
man.
close to each other. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Game on.
Sharky making a move up to the center temple. And Trent eliminates Sharky with his first stream of paint!
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Game stopped.
Trent Hunt coming out hot, boy!
Trent came out on
Look at
fire.
Trent fired up. Let's check out Trent running down the field right there with his boys coming down. Trent running right under your screen. coming across the center of the field. Look at Trent.
Look at him.
I'm good, baby. He said, check me, Sheriff. I'm
Check
good.
me, Sheriff. Yeah.
Sheriff says, go on there, shooter.
Come on, man. Get along, doggy.
You know, and that's not to take anything away from 99 Sharky. Obviously, that dude's got game. His team put him out there to go out there and fight for the squad. But you know what he did? He was going against a very good paintball player in Trent. So, again, Sharky, sorry for the tough break, homie, but you guys played really good all day. I would keep my head up if I were you, my man. Just get him on the next one. And keep in mind, the last time that Rude Boys were in this situation, they lost the one-on-one. So again, any fans of Sharky out there, don't give the guy a hard time. I'm sure he's going to have another opportunity. He'll be out there ready to roll on the next time. But in the meantime, Trent came out and put a stream of paint right into Sharky.
Yeah.
That was just phenomenal. Phenomenal.
First exchange.